like I keep saying, the security, though it's everybody's business, is also individual responsibility. And I also want to urge our police and every security agent to take the issue of security seriously. Because part of the problems we are having with gender-based violence is the compromise at the end of the agencies that should be prosecuting. And for the police hierarchy to begin to review its process, the police processes and procedures when it comes to the management of cases of gender-based violence, when it comes to managing the attack on women and girls. In terms of information management, how is the information managed to avoid compromise? In terms of preservation of evidence, because most times we say that evidence has been tampered with, and in such cases, no justice is served. We also, want to appeal to the police to be an impartial manager. Please do not be lawyers to perpetrators of evil acts. How well is the police linking up with health service providers? How well are you linking up with the victims of violence? How well are you, ensuring that appearances in court are executed as they should be, so that there is no delay? Because justice delayed is justice denied. So we are appealing, to the police. We are appealing to all security agents, to be gender aware, to know that there are some sets of violence that are affecting women that will never affect men. Because we rarely hear of instances, for instance, where men are raped. You have more women raped. You have women getting pregnant from rape. Men do not get pregnant from rape. And that's why we talk about gender-based violence, that it's on account of their gender. So a police man or a police officer should be aware, a member of the police should be aware of the different needs of women and men when it comes to the instances of violence. I just hope that the police will be willing to work with our community, and that our community leaders, traditional rulers, religious leaders are also aware of the impact of violence on women as distinctly different from the impact of violence on men. My heart goes out to young ones in the northeast, particularly girls in the northeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria, because this is a zone that everyone is trying so hard to increase enrollment of children, particularly girls, in school. Well, talking about gender-based violence, I know it's bringing in fear to parents and communities, particularly in those areas we have high rate of out-of-school children. In those areas where there's low enrollment of children in school, the fear of kidnapping, the fear of abduction, the fear of murder, the fear of violence is hampering, is hindering access to learning for girls. And that brings it to the feet of all of us to try and do something to stop. Education will always be a joint venture between public and the private sector. The introduction of formal education in Nigeria came from the private sector, from missionaries, from communities, well ahead before the days that government got into education. And we can even see now that with the involvement of government, it's like the quality of education is dwindling, but it shouldn't be so. The private sector will always lead in education, but communities must get involved. Companies must get involved, not as proprietors of schools, but also as people, as citizens, corporate citizens that are responsible for the welfare of the areas where they operate. Missionaries, now churches, should also get involved to ensure access to quality but cheap education for children. Then I come to our Old Boys and Old Girls Association, Old Students Association. You can't just get out of school and leave the school for proprietors, for government. All of us must be involved. A long time ago, the government was involved in a safe school project. I don't know how many of us are asking questions about this safe school project. And that brings me now to the point where I ask all of us looking at me, all of us who are part of the discussion, how safe is our school? How safe are our schools? How safe are they? They can only be as safe as we want them to be. So I urge everyone, I urge government, I urge organized private sector, not as school proprietors, I urge communities, I urge Old Boys, Old Girls, Old Students Association, I urge the non-profit sector. Please let's just get together and make our schools safe once again for our children, particularly for our girls. How safe? That is the question is asking. How safe are our schools? Thank you once again for joining us, and I really do look forward to having you with us at the next session. Meanwhile, I urge you, please share, like, comment, and let's have your feedback. If there's any topic, any subject you want us to discuss at the foundation, we are willing to listen to you. Let's just throw it back at us. Thank you, and do enjoy.